I should say. Today I found myself situated in this lovely little park, and you guys are gonna join me. Yeah, this has been the park that I've been going to like every day, pretty much in the evening. This is the first time I'm actually going during the day, and you know what? It's exactly how I imagined it. You can see they're trimming off the edges, they're looking after it. You know, all the goddamn birds. Chill out, man. Obviously you got the cat. Yeah, there's loads of cats in the parks, you know. There's loads of them. But these parks are beautiful, man. And the one thing I like about the parks here, they've got a beautiful view as well. You can actually see a lot as well from them. We're having a little stroll, kind of enjoying. The main thing is, the reason I come to this park as well, right, is because of the shade. It's got so much shade. It's like the perfect place to be, like, during this whole heat situation. Everything else is going well. You know, we're slightly adjusting to life in the UAE. I finally got my residence, got my UAE Emirates card, ID. Everything is all sorted. Now we do the other boring stuff, filling out cards and, you know, the whatnots. But in general, I'm doing all right. Yeah, so there's the view I was trying to show. Anyways, it's quite lovely. It's like downtown, you know, downtown area. Ah, shoot, we're back in the sun. You see that? Crap. The park slash garden. You know, it's very peaceful, very quiet, and it's very beautiful. You know, people be talking about, oh, this shit look like a desert to you. No, nigga. You know, you have to come and see it to believe it. What I believe in. This views are fantastic, in my opinion. Yeah, we're back again. Yeah, I try not to let the weather, you know, stop me from, you know, really enjoying like what's out here, man. Because it really is beautiful. God damn, got shit flying in my eye, man. Niggas out here working. That's one thing I've got to commend people, man. You can be outside in this and you can pretty much do anything. That's what I believe in anyways. You know, like building in this heat, god damn. For the strongest, man. You can see, hold on, what's my, yeah, gang. We're looking hard. You know, the annoying thing about camera is you can't turn it around. I want to be able to show you. I mean, I can in a way, but it's not the way I want to do it. I'm gonna figure it out. 1 second. Yeah, but you know, it's kind of chill today. It's a chill one. Nothing crazy. This weekend, did I do anything? Nothing fancy. I think Saturday I obviously watched Chelsea in the final. Now my thoughts on the final was, I think 3 at the back for us is going to be absolutely amazing, right? And let me tell you why. We have the structure to play well in a 3 at the back system. What I mean by that is Jorel Hattel and Levi Colwill, Wesley Fofana. If we bring in another centre back, that would be fantastic. But those 3 are excellent ball-playing centre halves who are not afraid to carry the ball and can find themselves in very good positions. Xabi Alonso, he likes a bit of wingers, right? So what I mean by that is your wingers are fullbacks slash wingers. So you ideally, Cucurella, he's been playing really well in that role lately. He played really well against Liverpool when we played the back 3. I think he will be able to utilise that well, but he isn't the most clinical when he's like forward up the pitch. On the right side, you know, you've got Reece. We could put Reece there on the right flank, but I've seen a lot of Reece James in the midfield lately. I don't know where I really want him. I mean, I think we lose out a lot by not having Reece James crossing. I mean, Gusto, he's okay, you know, great player to have in the squad, but I just think his crossing isn't, you know, elite. That makes sense. And I think that's been like causing us a lot of issues. 1, he can't use his left foot, and 2, you know, his delivery, he finds himself in a lot of good positions, but the actions that he does in those positions is what gets to me. It's a sticky one, but I think I'd put Reece James on the wing, right wing back, of course. Midfield pivot, you're looking at Palmer, Enzo. I don't think that's going to change. I think I think with Xabi Alonso, he plays with 2 10s, if I'm not mistaken. He had Florian Wirtz in that position. Really did well. He got the most out of him in that position. So you'd expect him to kind of do that with Cole Palmer. Maybe he might do Enzo, Palmer, and then Reece James in the midfield with Caicedo or Lavia. The thing about Chelsea is we've got the pieces. That's the best part about it. So it's not a case of, you know, going in the market and trying to buy a select group of players. I don't think that's necessarily the issue at the club. I think we've had so many managerial changes that we try and configure the squad too much, so there's no time for adapting. Now, take into account the previous managers we've had have all had different playing styles. We've had Geiger press, we've had possession style based, and you know, it's not that they don't work, it just takes a while to, you know, adapt to that philosophy. So I believe we're going to adapt really well because we play a similar style to how Enzo Maresca played when he was with us at Chelsea. What I mean by that is what Enzo Maresca did. Of course, he shaped up in a 4-3-3, but he had inverted wingers, fullbacks, which ended up making it a 3 at the back, 2 midfielders, but a lot of width, a lot of wide play. If you watched Xabi Alonso's football when he was at Leverkusen, there was a lot of wing play. You know, he relied on Grimaldo, he relied on Frimpong to, you know, get in the box and capitalise. And I think that's the best way Chelsea play. I mean, take into account, look how we played when we had Thomas Tuchel, you know, Ben Chilwell, Reece James. Those guys were excellent for us. They were very, very strong outputting. And a lot of people are like, oh, but how do you want your fullbacks to be in that position? Because our fullbacks are arguably our most technical wingers. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with Garnacho and Pedro Neto, but I don't know. I think Pedro Neto will probably make way soon. We have Esteval coming through. We even have Quenda that's also coming through as well. So I think that's going to hinder Neto's minutes dramatically. Garnacho, it's a bit of a sticky one because we have Gittins as well, who's coming back off an injury. Everybody's going to be given a fresh plate, which I think is fair, obviously. We've had a bit of an up and down season. We've seen glimpses of what these players can do when given the time, when given the opportunity. So, let me have a sit down. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. Then, if I go and review the game in the, in the FA Cup final, I think we could have won it. I think we were strong throughout. I didn't really see Manchester City create much chances. And I think that was helpful from the 3 at the back system. And bearing in mind, we have an interim manager in Callum McFarlane who doesn't even have badges. So for the lads to be able to play the way they did, you know, I was really proud of it. I was really happy. You know, the goal was unfortunate. You can only do so much against a City team like that. It was a great finish from Semenyo. But again, I feel like we kept Haaland quiet at base. Fofana did really well with him. Colwill was outstanding. He would probably be my man of the match. Hato too, he was a strong contender for that as well. Yeah, I think when you take that all into consideration, the way we've played, you know, the foundations are there. The thing about the Blue Coat project is a lot of people don't understand that these players are young. All these players are all like 22, 23. They're all coming of age now. So maturity naturally comes from, you know, losses, defeats. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of losing. I hate losing, you know. Like, losing 7 fucking Wembley finals, yeah, is annoying, right? However, these young guys know the feeling of getting to a final. It's the final stage, honestly. That final hurdle of winning in England is going to be monumental. Because European, we know how to do it. It's not the greatest example I can show, but it kind of gave the lads an opportunity to win something, to be impactful. You know, winning feeling, taken to the Club World Championship. I feel like that was very important for us as well. So I think next year, having no Europe will be, well, I say that. I think we might still get Europe, unfortunately, knowing this team. But as long as it's not Conference League, I won't mind, because we have no business being in that competition. Nah, it's not for us. So we shouldn't even be there. So let's hope that we, you know, don't end up there. But yeah, I'm excited. Xabi fucking Alonso, mate. Xabi Alonso. Oh my God, days. Look, ants all over me, man. Damn. Fuck y'all looking at. My days. You know, I think I'll end it there. I think we're getting in those minutes, those valuable sun vitamins. I don't know, something along those lines. But honestly, gang, it's been eventful. We shall commence again soon, sooner rather than later. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, this is Sprinter over and out. I'll see you soon. I'll keep you up to date with what's going on with the Xabi Alonso, my thoughts, my opinion. I think the next video I'll do is who I think is going to win the Champions League final. Spoiler alert, it's PSG, but I'll go into detail about why I think that. But other than that, guys, Sprinter over and out. Thank you.